Welcome back to the Gentleman's Gazette. Today I'll be talking about how to grow facial hair and beards. Why grow facial hair? Throughout history, the sight of a man with well-groomed facial hair or full beard commanded respect. Beards have been seen as a symbol of both virility and masculinity. In the modern world, we see men with clean-shaven faces in business or leaders in politics. However, a well-trimmed beard has been seen as a professional extension of a man's style. There are a number of different benefits to having facial hair or a beard, one of which is a general sign of masculinity. If you take a young boy, for example, who's around 10 years old, and then look at him when he's about 20 years old, you'll see certain differences as he ages. His voice will change, his height will change. Facial hair growth is just one other way to show that he is turning from a boy into a man. Having facial hair or a beard has also been seen as a sign of fertility. Also, by having facial hair or a beard, you will also notice that people will sometimes view you with a sense of leadership or wisdom. Take me, for example. I certainly notice a big difference in the way that I'm both approached and treated when I'm clean-shaven or if I have a full beard. On multiple occasions, I've seen people approach me differently simply because I have a beard. Sometimes they seem to think that I have knowledge about something that I don't, or that I'm managing a department that I don't manage. One added benefit of having facial hair or a beard is that you instantly will look older if you have a young face. This added facial hair adds a complete different level of maturity. Also, older men might start to look younger. For an older gentleman, having a beard or facial hair might help take the viewer's eye away from those unique features and help them to pay attention to the gentleman overall. Now, for more information on how to better grow a beard or facial hair properly, check out our in-depth guide here. Now, in the beginning of first letting your beard grow, you might notice a few things happening. One of the first things that some gentlemen will notice when they first start to let their beard or facial hair grow in is that it starts to look a little bit patchy. Has this ever happened to you when you first started letting your facial hair grow in? If so, guess what? There's nothing wrong, your beard is just growing. Here's the deal. Beards take time to grow and everybody is different. Now, if you know from previous experience of letting your beard hair grow that your beard tends to grow in a little bit more slow, we would recommend that you would let your beard hair grow in without shaving a good week or two before going on a vacation or any upcoming holidays. Ideally, by doing this, once you return to work, you will look much more distinguished with your facial hair rather than looking disheveled and like you just forgot to shave the day before. During the first month of not shaving, you might start to notice that your facial hair will grow in without the patchiness. This, for a lot of gentlemen, will be happening within that first month period. Now, a month is average, but please remember that we are all different, and it might take a little bit longer before you start to see a fully formed beard. Now, beard growth is something that requires commitment. If you're looking to turn heads with that beard, please stick with it. It will take time. Itchiness. It's the worst, I promise you. It's extremely frustrating. Having coarse hair, your significant other will not like. I remember when I first started growing facial hair and I was giving a hug to a relative and I nearly stabbed them in the face by how coarse and tough my hair was feeling. Also, you might have to deal with a few onlookers or people who just can't keep their comments to themselves about how you've lost yourself or you look a little rough around the edges. But after you've made it through those awkward, weird stages of first beginning to let your beard grow in, there are some steps you can take to make sure that it always looks healthy. Number 1, wash it regularly. Keep your beard hydrated, but don't overwash it. Use a beard-specific wash, especially one that's got some great organic ingredients. This will be beneficial to nearly everybody, especially if you are a person of color. Organic washes contain fewer harmful chemicals, which are known for breaking down hair. Number 2, begin applying beard oil. This stuff is incredible. I love this stuff. The beard oil helps add a shine and a softness to the touch to your overall beard. I also find that it helps me make sure that my beard looks darker and fuller. Beard oil also will help make sure that you don't feel excessive itchiness throughout the day on the skin underneath your beard. Next, you can always use a beard balm. Now, a beard balm is something that's going to be really beneficial to somebody who has a medium to a longer length beard. The beard balm can also aid in moisture retention. Next, use a proper beard comb or brush. We don't recommend using the same brush or comb you might have used on your head. Typically, the products you use on your head shouldn't be used on your face, or vice versa. Also, you wouldn't want to spread germs from your head to your beard. And as far as products go, the scalp is usually able to withstand more than the face can. Therefore, you should always make sure that you're using things on your face that are intended and geared specifically for the face. Depending on the texture of your hair, you might find a comb or a brush to be better suited to help you make sure that your beard and facial hair look great. Now, some of you might find a brush to be a great way to make sure that your beard growth is still falling in line the way that it should, and that you can also avoid tangles. We recommend using a brush while your beard hair is shorter, and using a comb when your beard hair is in that medium to longer stage. Now, I happen to have thicker, coarser hair in my beard, so I tend to use both tools. I found that when I let time go by, or I forget to comb or brush my beard hair out when it is longer, it can easily start to look matted and feel extremely painful with the itching and the scratching. Now, depending on the beard style that you're going for, you can do what's called the lineup. Once a week, you can take a pair of hair scissors or a beard trimmer and line up just along your lips, around the mouth, and also at the base of your cheeks. Just remember, don't over trim. Growth is the goal. It's okay to get the stray hairs you might notice at the top of your cheeks or at the base of your cheeks or around the mouth, but growth is the goal. So we don't want to over clip and trim and cut. We're trying to get this to grow full and grow long. Now, there are some common myths that are attributed to beard growth. One of which is people thinking that their beard is growing too slowly. No, your beard is not growing too slowly. It typically is growing at the same rate of everyone else's, unless you have some kind of a outstanding skin condition. Also, sometimes people tend to think that the patches that they're starting to see during the initial part of beard growth is due to the thickness of their hair. Well, this isn't true either. Here are some of the reasons why your hair might appear darker or denser in certain areas. Now, for those of you who might feel that your hair looks a little bit thin, if you happen to have lighter colored hair, it might appear thinner on your face than it would on someone who happens to have darker hair. And then check the hair on your head as well. Is the head on your hair thick or thin? Thicker hair always tends to look a little bit fuller. Now, there's no known way to make your hair grow faster, but you can do things to make it look a little bit fuller and a little bit thicker. Number 1, stop shaving. No, not forever, but contrary to the myth, shaving your beard does not make it grow back thicker or fuller. The only way to really let your beard grow and make it grow the way you want it to is simply just to let it grow. Number 2, exercise. Exercising and losing weight helps to increase blood circulation and raise testosterone. This has an effect on overall facial hair growth. Short and intense workouts will help boost your testosterone levels. Number 3, go to sleep. We are not Energizer bunnies, and our bodies do require rest to be able to fight off illness and be able to grow. A study performed in 2011 by the Journal of the American Medical Association said that if you sleep 5 hours or less, your testosterone levels could drop by as much as 15%. Number 4, do your best to minimize your stress levels. High stress levels have been shown to constrict blood vessels and also lower your testosterone. Now, this kind of stress and anxiety can prevent beard growth. Number 5, make sure you're eating well. A healthy diet is a major factor in proper and healthy beard growth. Remember, what you put in your body is always going to be reflected on the outside. Vitamins, minerals, and protein are all key factors in making sure you have a long, thick, full beard. There are some supplements on the market right now that are geared for beard growth. Please remember, always consult your doctor before taking any supplements. Make sure you give yourself a break. Remember, genetics play a major factor in beard growth. Genes play a very big role in determining our height, how long the beard might be, our eye color. Did you know hair loss is actually determined by your mother's genes? Don't stress yourself out regarding beard growth or trying to compare your beard growth to someone else's. It might take a while to grow that Gandalf-style beard you've been dreaming of, but stick with it, you can get there. If you're not growing any facial hair, this could be a medical issue and you should always consult your doctor. Now, some of you might be thinking, how do I fix these obvious patches that I have on my face right now? If you happen to be an impatient person, like sometimes I know I can be, and you have those patches, you can always choose to trim your beard down to the lowest patch on your face, and then let your beard head grow in from there. By doing this, this will prevent the hair from growing in that much faster, but it will help improve thickness and overall density. For an in-depth look at the products we recommend to aid in beard growth, those are listed here. In conclusion, remember, beard growth takes time. For some gentlemen, it might take upwards of 2 to 3 months before they start to see a full beard begin to form. Don't give up. Remember, give it time, have patience, and you will get there. Today I'm wearing a navy suit jacket with a notch lapel and functioning buttonholes with this really unique burgundy lining with blue polka dots. There's a matching navy single-breasted vest that I'm wearing below that and a white dress shirt. I've got this great burgundy tie on from Fort Belvedere and these really unique grid pattern slacks from Penguin. I'm also wearing black wingtip boots from Cole Haan.